Hey, you. Yeah, you, small, cute one. I haven't seen you around here before. It is my business. It's my job to know all of the faces coming in and out of here and know who's the troublemakers. And I haven't seen you before, so you must be new, which means someone's got to tell you the rules of this place. And it might as well be me. It's not like you have anything better to do, right? What better use of your time is there than learning about the rules of the place you are coming to visit? Well, that would be because it's reasonable to understand the places you're going before you go there. Now, I'm going to give you this speech once because there are no second chances here. There are no second chances. I promise you, there are none. At least not in here. At least not with me. And I'm kind of in charge of security around here. So it's my way or get the hell out. So, if you plan to be coming here with any sort of intent to come back again, so if you have any intent to come back here again in the future, okay, yeah, see, the boss doesn't pay me to ask questions about whether people enjoy it here or not. The boss pays me to make sure no one ruins the atmosphere, to make sure no one steals, to make sure no one does anything they shouldn't be doing. You're not planning on doing anything like that, are you? Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people, they come in here thinking, oh, a tavern. It's a nice, busy place with all this hustle and bustle going on all the time. No one will notice if a little pickpocket sneaks in here and starts rummaging through people's things, maybe sneaking up into a room upstairs and breaking into a secured chest with all kinds of who knows what inside. This may not be a bank, or a vault, or some sort of incredibly powerful arcane repository, but this is still our place. And if you want the privilege of being allowed to be here, you follow our rules. I don't care what the rules are at the other tavern. I don't care what the rules are if the city guard walks up on you on the streets. I don't care what their rules are. I care what my rules are. Well, it's very simple. The first rule is that you are not causing a problem. If you have to ask, don't do it. It's as simple as that. If you have to ask, then it's not obviously okay within the rules. Why take the risk? You want to be allowed to be here? Okay, you're allowed to be here. Follow the rules. If you're not sure if something is within the rules, don't do it. It's very simple, very easy to understand. The second rule is that you never, ever, ever commit a crime here on this property. Ever. Against another patron, against the work staff here, against the security like me, against anyone. I did say that the rules of the guards are not really the same as the rules here. That doesn't mean you can just break the law. Oh, okay, gotcha. So here's the thing. If you break a law here, I break a bone. Does it matter which one? Do you really have a least favorite bone you'd like to have broken? No, I didn't think so. It's simple. The rules are very simple. You break a law, I break a bone. The specific one I pick? Who knows? We'll see what I'm in the mood for. It depends really on what law you broke. And then, let me compound that for you. If you break a rule, I break a bone. Now, this does not apply on the first offense. Oh, it's both. Usually when I throw people out, they break quite a few bones. Which I guess that's less of a rule and more of a side effect of the rule. Because the third rule is if you do break any of the rules, or break any of the laws, or upset the workers here, or upset too many of the other customers, I will throw you into the street through the closest window, whether it's open or not. And it won't feel good if you hit a closed window. If the thought of that scares you, maybe you're not the type of customer we're looking to cater to. Would you consider that? We don't have to appeal to absolutely everyone. Just the ones we want here. This is our place. These are our rules. And as head of security, these are largely my rules because I have learned what is important to look out for. And if someone has to ask if something is okay, then they are looking for things that skirt the line. And I don't tolerate that. No, it's very black or white here. There is no jury to decide if you were treated fairly. You get thrown out. This is private property. Now, well, from the look of you, I don't imagine that it will come to that. Because at the very mention of it, you started looking worried. And I understand, I am quite a bit bigger than you, and if I were to throw you, would very likely leave some permanent damage. And I don't want to hurt you. If you didn't know, if you didn't notice, and I wouldn't understand how you didn't, but if you didn't notice, I am quite a bit larger than you. And I am very confident if I were to throw you, it would be very, very painful. You would not enjoy it. Because I'm not throwing you at a bed or a mountain of pillows. I'm throwing you through a window. I will throw you through the window. And I don't mean at, and I don't mean to the window. I mean through it. Oh, really? The size of you? It wouldn't be difficult. I throw orcs out of here. I throw all manner of dwarf and half giants even. Well, maybe it was a quarter giant. I didn't exactly stop to ask, but they were big. And I threw them through the window. They tolerate it because I'm the best there is at what I do. I get results. Plus, on my days off, I go pick up a contract here or there. People will pay surprising amounts of money to see you do incredible things. No, they really will. And that's a big part of why these rules are so strict. Why don't you put some thought into it? What happens if somebody pays for someone to come in here and break our rules? Like the thieves don't want to get their hands on whatever they have. No one's going to be planning an elaborate heist to break into here. It's a crime of opportunity, not something that they plan out. So, having someone like me in charge of security really makes people think twice before they do something they might regret, especially if they get caught. If you must know, yes, mostly. No, now that I think about it, you're completely right. I've been talking to you for much longer than I meant to. How did you do that? Convince me to keep talking. This feels like magic. I don't trust it. I don't trust you. You better watch yourself, tricky little one. If I even think you might be up to something, I will not hesitate to throw you out. Doesn't matter how many bones you might break, or how slight your infraction might be, I will do it. Don't test me. Alright, so let me make sure I understand clearly. I just told you I don't trust you, and your response to that, trust you? I just told you I don't. You earn trust by proving you are trustworthy. If you're here and you do nothing wrong, then I can trust that, at the very least, you have not done anything wrong in the past. And if you build a history of that, then I can trust you will probably not do anything wrong in the future. Why did you pick this tavern? No, I'm asking the questions. Why did you pick this tavern? There's a half dozen on this side of town. Yes, to be very blunt, humans do not generally come here unless they're looking for trouble. You are sounding more and more suspicious the longer I talk to you. Oh, I'm still going to keep an eye on everyone else, but I think you had definitely better be on your best behavior. You had better be on your best behavior. If you are not, I will not hesitate. Go about your business. I'm watching you. It's not a good thing. It's not. But you are a paying customer. I've told you the rules, and as far as I know, you understand them. So, do not break them. Would hate to break someone as cute as you, but I will do it. Now then, I have other work I've got to get to. Oh, here in the Griffin's Eye Tavern. Assume you're always being watched. The name was chosen for a reason, you know. It was supposed to be a subtle hint for you to look up. Yes, you see. The owner. Up there. Always silent, always watching. Would you rather be thrown out by me? Or by a griffin? I promise you, as tough as I can be, at least I have hands and not talons. Then behave. Is that really any business of yours, how I came to work here? No, I understand you're just trying to make conversation, but you're doing it again. Whatever this tricky, magical, whatever it is you're up to, you're doing it again, getting me to talk to you longer and about more subjects. I don't smell magic. You know what? No, I've decided I don't trust what you're up to. There's something going on here, and I'm going to find out what, and you're coming with me. Or what? No, really. Or what? What are you going to do if I don't let go? I'm security here. If I think you're suspicious, if I think it warrants further investigation, well, I take you to the holding cell. Go with me. Yeah, your feet are not on the ground anymore. How do you imagine you're going to leave? No, you're up to something, and I suspect magic. And I suspect someone has hired you to come here. So I'm taking you to the holding cell, and I'm going to find out exactly why you came here. And well, the last 5 humans who came here, they were all sent on a mission from their thieves guild. I don't know, sneaking around's never been my style. But you're coming with me. You're not even struggling. No, this is another one of your tricks. You're only saying that to convince me you did nothing. You're behaving so you don't get hurt. That's what it is. That's what's going on. And while I understand that, it won't help you if you did break our rules, which I suspect you may have. Alright, start talking. Who sent you? No, I'm not gonna do this song and dance where we pretend like you're innocent, but we both know you're not. You were sent here. Who sent you? Okay. Okay. Well, fortunately for you, or I guess unfortunately, there's no getting out of this room. There is one door only, and I will be right outside it. So when you feel like you're ready to talk, go ahead and let me know. And maybe I'll be interested in listening. Because right now, I'm not. Your entire attitude. I know you're up to something. I know it. And I don't have to prove anything. You're being detained. Mm-hmm. Right, well, no matter what you... Right, well, I still don't trust you. In fact, I trust you less now than I did earlier, and that is somehow impressive in a very bad way. So, closing cell door. You will be in here. Until you're ready to talk, until you're ready to admit to me that you were sent in here to you were sent in here to distract me, and I'm distracted. If something happened while I was in here, you will regret that. Yeah, I'm done talking to you. Hello, everyone. Star here, and thank you for listening to this Fan Friday video, audio, vadio kind of thing. This week has been a bit slower than my previous 6 weeks, 2 months, I'm not sure. A little bit slower, and while I do, on the one hand, plan to get back to 5 audios a week, I'm actually kind of second guessing that. I don't know. We'll see how things end up going. And I'll let you know. But, either way, this was fun. So, we had the votes, and the Minotaur won, which I thought she would, and the Bouncer won, which I thought it would. And so, I sat down trying to think, how do I start this story? Because, if I'm the bouncer? I don't know what my mouth did just there. If I'm the bouncer and you're, coming into the tavern, there's got to be a reason why I'm talking to you. And I kind of started thinking of Fight Club, the movie, the first rule of Fight Club. So I almost put in a joke like that in there, but I don't know. I didn't have the name of the tavern really worked out until the very end of the audio, because a lot of this is improv. So I'm sitting there trying to think of what I can call it, and it's got to be some kind of like fantasy name, right? And so griffins. I have always loved griffins. They are one of my favorite mythical animals, probably in the top 3, if not just number 1. They're amazing. And so I have this image in my head of the tavern, but actually it's an aviary or something. And the owner is a griffin who lives on the top floor and just watches. And that's what they do. They just watch. Now, I don't know how practical of a business model that is, or, whatever. But it sounds cool. And hey, that's the great thing about these stories is they're my stories, and if it sounds cool, I can just do it. So, our listener is now in a holding cell in the Griffin's Eye Tavern, and head of security is really not happy. Like, really not happy. Now, if you want to see how we get out of this situation, how it turns around, the extended version is up and available live over on my Patreon by the time this comes out here on YouTube. So you can go check out how this course corrects over there if you're interested. It's funny. This isn't the first time I've used the line of reasoning of, I'm talking to you longer than I meant to, you're up to something, how are you doing this kind of thing? In my mind, it's a very meta type of situation because there is no back and forth. There is no, you are talking to me to get me to keep talking. I just am for some reason, right? And so, sort of a fourth wall break here. The character doesn't know why she's filling up the entire audio length, timeline, whatever, even though I, as the actress, do. It feels very, very meta, very, in my opinion, funny. And I'm gonna... Am I? Yeah. I'm gonna leave it there. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, good day, week, month, year, decade, millennia. Oh, century first. Pretend I said that first. I'm not even gonna edit that. And goodbye for now. Oops. Mwah.